something going now. Crowd loving it. It's a ball, fly ball. Home run! 3, 2, 1.
All right, Ryan, we're going to quickly go over the World Junior roster. Could drastically change if an NHL deal gets brought down the wire. Looking at the goaltending, we got 3 OHL goaltenders, all drafted at some point in the NHL. Subban from Belleville, Pedersen from Saginaw, and Biddington from the OHL TAC. St. Louis prospect is Biddington, Pedersen is a Detroit prospect, and Subban is a Boston prospect.
Pretty solid up there, eh? I mean, I think Subban, it sounds like, was the favorite, but
but had a weaker camp too, so.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a great game there against it was the University of Alberta, I believe, was the first CIS game, and he didn't look as he looked a little shaky. He looked like he rebounded pretty well, but off the start, a little shaky. And defense, we've got Dougie Hamilton, Scotty Harrington, Ryan Murphy, Xavier Ouellette, Griffin Reinhart, Morgan Riley, Tyler Wotherspoon.
So Doug Hamilton and Scott Harrington are the returning guys, played for Niagara and London respectively this year, Boston and Pittsburgh draft picks. Ryan Murphy makes the team after trying out. This is his 3rd time trying out. The defense is strong. It's a strong lineup. Reinhart and Riley are great young players. Riley, especially with speed, is going to be a key element to this team. And Dougie Hamilton will be probably the guy they lean upon most to do most things.
Yeah, Reinhart and Riley are a year younger than the other defense on this team. And our forwards, this is a longer list: Anthony Camara, Philip Danault, Jonathan Drouet, Jonathan Huberdeau, Charles Hudon, Boone Jenner, J.C. Lepon, Nathan McKinnon, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Ty Ratty, Brett Ritchie, Mark Sheffley, Ryan Strome.
Alright, so just quickly looking at the lineup, Jonathan Drouin and Nate McKinnon both come from Halifax, have not been drafted yet, are tearing it up in the QJMHL. Crazy that J.C. Lupin has never been drafted. I think he'll be definitely either signed as a free agent or redrafted in this year's draft if he's making this team. And then you have returnees like Huberdeau, Jenner, Seifley, and Strome. And that's not to take away from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who's a star in the NHL. So moving down to the junior ranks, you would think you would be proficient at this level of hockey.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup in the sense that it's pretty, the age group I'm looking at in this lineup, if you look at from goalies all the way down to defensemen, it's pretty solid birth year of 93. There's only a couple of 94s and obviously just the 2 95s in Drouin and McKinnon, who are the youngest players on the roster. But they're going with an older group generally with this team, which preaches to me experience more than anything else what they went with.
Well, once again, there's 3 goalies this year because the league's, it's a new rule in the IHF that you're allowed to bring along 3 goalies, plus they're playing in Russia, so it's going to be an interesting time. So that's your roster. Basically, the broadcast schedule for these guys, the first game that you'll be able to see them will be at 9:30 in the morning on, I don't even have a date.
December 20th.
December 20th.
That's pre-competition.
Pre-competition. Canada versus Finland. Be on TSN. Canada will then play Sweden on the 22nd at 9 o'clock. This is pre stuff.
Again, 23rd.
23rd. That's just
pre-comp. Canada, Sweden again.
Yeah, Canada, Sweden again. So, but I think that's a repeat. So I think there's only 2 games in terms of pre-competition. And the tournament starts obviously on December 26th. First game 4 o'clock, Canada versus Germany, and then.
Well, this is the interesting thing about these games. Traditionally with Canada, Germany is you start out with the weakest team in the tournament, which is Germany, or arguably the weakest team in the tournament. Canada tends to fall asleep on these ones when they get hit with this one. You know, they need to come out strong and actually trounce Germany so they can keep it rolling. Because otherwise, you know, they go against Slovakia next again, which arguably is not the best team in the tournament.
And that's going to be Friday, December 28th, and that's going to be at 4 o'clock.
4 a.m. 4 a.m. Yeah, this is, as we mentioned, this tournament's in Russia, so get ready for some early mornings, or enjoy your PBR.
And a couple of days later, on Sunday, December 30th, we play the United States of America at 4 o'clock again in the morning. Repeated again at night. All these games are repeated again at night, but that's going to be the toughest test coming on the 30th, and then back-to-back on the 31st. We're going to play the hometown Russians at 8:30 in the morning on December 31st.
Tough stretch. No sleep in between those. You got 1 day to rest.
So we'll be back more with how the team's looking in pre-comp and stuff once the team starts rolling. But that's sort of an overview of what the roster looks like today and how the pre-comp and competition games are going forward. Hope you like the podcast. We'll have more in terms of writing and podcasts about Team Canada as we progress and the team, starts winning all their games.
They should be winning everything, really. I mean, it's Team Canada. Come on, we expect gold.
Feeling funny in my mind, Lord. I believe I'm fixing to die. Feeling funny in my mind, Lord. I believe I'm fixing to die. Well, I don't mind dying, but I hate to leave my